Y'all remember Jelly? Oh my god! Alright. It was Have y'all ever wondered what happened to him? Damn. God damn. Y'all remember? Do y'all know what happened to him? If y'all don't, I don't know either. What happened to Jellyfam 2023?
Where are they now? Every original member of the famous New York City basketball group, Jellyfam. Jaquay James and Isaiah Washington's signature jelly layup helped spark one of the biggest movements in high school basketball ever. The lay helped form a group of New York high school hoopers whose presence on social media and popularity in the city was massive.
And it's so crazy because when we see it now, it's like, I seen someone do that before. That's crazy.
Basketball players across the globe were recreating this infamous move, and everyone wanted to get in on Jellyfam's electric movement. Well, it has been more than 6 years since
that nigga's so fine.
The group first blew up on social media.
Is that Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler, and Jared Culver?
Yeah. So in this video, I will be giving.
Jared Culver didn't play with Jimmy Butler. I don't think he did. Nah, that's not him. That don't look like Cat though.
Giving you an update on the basketball career for every single original Jellyfam member. Before I go into detail about the 4 founders of the group, I wanted to briefly touch on the other members first. Let's start off with the only girl a part of Jellyfam, Mimi Reed. Mimi was a 4-star super crafty guard in high school who ended up committing to Ole Miss. During her 4 years with the Rebels, she appeared in just about every single game they played, averaging 7 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds in her best season. After her time at Ole Miss, Mimi decided to play a final year of collegiate basketball as a grad student at St.
What's collegiate mean? You mean like college or something?
John's, which is where she'll be at for the 2022-23 season. Next up is Leandre Washington. Leandre was a shifty 6-foot point guard who ended up committing to Robert Morris. He played 1 year at RMU, averaging 8 and 2 a game, and then spent the rest of his collegiate career.
I feel like he like bouncy. Pause. I feel like he's bouncy in a way. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like kind of like a Kyrie player. Type of player.
Career at 3 different schools. He played his sophomore year at Barton Community College, where he averaged 17 points a night. He played his junior year back at the Division I level for McNeese, where he averaged 5 and 2. And then his final 2 eligible years for the LSUS Pilots, which is an NAIA school in.
Have y'all realized like the niggas that blow up, the niggas that blow up like off social media as high school players, they don't ever make the NBA that much. The ones that we know is LaMelo Ball, Killian Hayes, Anthony Edwards, Cam Reddish, people like them. They made the NBA. Now, Cam Reddish, I love my boy Cam Reddish, but he has not been translated. Same for Bernard Carey Jr. He has not been translated. Mark Williams. That boy bucket, though. Big O, he played for my Hawks. That nigga tight. Pause. That nigga hard.
Louisiana.
Pause again.
Leandre graduated college this past May and is currently playing for KB Prizreni, a professional basketball club based in Kosovo. Next up is Nasrion Reed. And yes,
Nas Reed was part of that. Now, Nas Reed is a bucket. Have y'all seen his last games? Nas Reed. Nas Reed is most definitely a bucket, bro.
This is guys that sat in that game was difficult for that team. Nas Reed gets another hoop inside.
I did not know Nas Reed was a part of that.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's an assassin. He's a sniper from the
rim. What was that? I ain't gonna lie.
So good attacking the rim. Yeah, that's what he does. He's an assassin.
He went that way.
He's a sniper.
No, I'm inverted, so yeah.
From the perimeter.
It was also in that Dinwiddie trade.
And I bought the shoe.
Involving Kristaps Porzingis. He's missed the last couple of games to the non-COVID illness.
I bought Nas Reed to the rim for 2. I gotta watch him. But I didn't know that was his only team.
Timberwolves 7th in the NBA in points in the paint. Meanwhile, the Mavs dead last. Oh, no look feed.
Damn.
Reed.
Come on, Luka. Nah, but he's tough. Nas Reed is most definitely tough.
This is the Nas Reed that is currently playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After high school, Nas was a one-and-done player at LSU who went on to become a key piece for the current Timberwolves team.
Key piece. That boy tough. As a key piece, when you got Cat and Gobert, I called him Gobert. That nigga flight. Gobert. Well, Cat does play power forward. I don't know about keeping.
Being from Minnesota, I can confidently say the entire city absolutely loves this guy. He's the Wolves' best guy off the bench, and I truly believe he could average 20 a night if he got the minutes of a starter. Next up is Jordan Walker, one of the most prolific scorers in college basketball currently. Jordan was a 3-star point guard who originally committed to Seton Hall. He only averaged 2 points per game with the Pirates and ended up...
I told y'all. I feel like when they blow up on social media, like Mikey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't got Mikey making it to the NBA. G League at most. Mikey don't play really comp. He doesn't play comp.
Transferring to Tulane, where he played 2 seasons. Jordan put up 13 and 4 a night in his best season with the Green Wave, which is a pretty solid stat line for a college player. But that stat line is nowhere near the 24 points per game he's averaging for UAB, which is actually the second highest points per game out of all Division I players this season. Wherever Jordan plays professionally post-college, I know he will continue to be a prolific scorer. And finally,
that's a tough shot.
Jordan plays professionally post-college, I know he will continue to be a prolific scorer. And finally, the last non-founder in the original Jelly Fam group, Pedro Marquez. Pedro was actually the least recruited player out of the entire group and originally committed to Albertus Magnus, a Division III school in Connecticut. He averaged just 2 points per game.
Yeah, he's playing for Connecticut. Yeah, shit didn't go right. He's in Connecticut. Where is that? Like in South Dakota somewhere? Yeah.
Game as a freshman, but Pedro really transformed into an elite college scorer when he transferred to Old Westbury, which is a D3 college in Long Island, New York. Pedro finished his last season of collegiate basketball in 2020, averaging 19 points per game. And besides making appearances in a New York Pro-Am, we really haven't seen him play organized basketball since. But who knows, I would not be surprised to see him play professionally sometime soon. That is all for the original guys who were brought into Jelly Fam. Now let's get into the 4 players who founded the group. Starting off with the most athletic player of them all, Sidney Wilson. Sid was a 4-star 6'7" small forward who could jump out of the gym. Looking back at his senior mixtape, you could really tell how much of a force he was in the paint. 2-handers off the drop step, mean tomahawks, catching lobs left and right. He really had a posterizer badge on Hall of Fame. Sid initially committed to St. John's, but then later decided to play his freshman season at UConn. He had a pretty underwhelming first 2 years of college with the Huskies and transferred to SIU Edwardsville for his junior season. And Sid had a significant jump in his points per game with the Cougars, going from 3 a night to 13. After this solid junior year in college, Sid went straight to the pros, playing for Hispano Americano, which is a team a part of the top-tier basketball league in Argentina. Sid averaged 6 points and 15 minutes a game during his first professional season and is now with a basketball club in Lebanon.
6 points in an Argentina league? Did you just have takeover for like 2 years? Like what? What's
called
up?
Atlas Ferzal. Now the LBL is by no means a top professional league, but Sid is putting up 24 and 8 a game during his current season. His stat line proves that he should be in a more competitive league overseas. And I definitely think he will get an opportunity to leave Lebanon for elsewhere after this year. The next guy I wanted to talk about is Javon Quinterly, the player who is neck and neck with Naz Reid in terms of the highest recruited guy within Jelly Fam. Javon had disgusting handles and was able to score the ball on all 3 levels. He was a great passer that was not afraid to get flashy. And of course, he had a filthy jelly package. Javon received a ton of high major offers and ended up committing to Villanova. But unfortunately, Villanova just wasn't a good fit for him at all. During his freshman year, he received just 9 minutes of playing time a game, and as a result,
I blame the coach. Only 9 minutes is crazy. But someone might have been better than him. Had to
averaged 3 points. So he was quick to transfer schools after this and decided to go with his second option, Alabama, which definitely was the better option for him because his role with Bama is much larger than it was at Villanova. He went from not starting once and playing just 9 minutes a game in his freshman year with the Wildcats to starting in most games and playing 25 minutes a night in his sophomore year with the Crimson Tide. This role change definitely highlighted Javon's collegiate playing ability as he averaged 13 points in a loaded role change definitely highlighted Javon's collegiate playing ability as he averaged.
Is it Chet? Skinny ass?
Where are they now?
What did I just do?
So he was quick to transfer schools after this, and his role was 9 minutes a game in his freshman year with the Crimson Tide in a loaded SEC conference. He was even projected.
That might not be checked.
Playing ability as a round pick in the 2021 and loaded SEC conference. He was even projected to be a second-round pick in the 2021 NBA draft. The thing that really intrigued scouts about Javon was his impressive 43% shooting from three and his overall scoring ability from behind the arc. But Javon didn't enter his name in the 2021 draft and returned to Bama for another season. Unfortunately, his three-point percentage dropped significantly as a junior, but he was still able to put up a solid 14 points and 4 assists a game. Javon again had a chance to enter his name in the NBA draft, but he decided to return to Bama for a final year of college hoops. This year, Javon is receiving less minutes compared to his past 2 seasons because he is now the backup to Ohio transfer Mark Sears. While I might not be sure if Javon will end up making it to the NBA, I'm certain he can find success professionally wherever his basketball career takes him. Next up is Jaquay James.
That nigga look like Toby from Simon.
Jaquay was the 5'8" point guard who helped lead Teaneck High School to back-to-back state titles. Jaquay wasn't heavily recruited, so he ended up going the JUCO route, playing for Navarro Community College in Texas. He put up 12 points and 4 assists in his freshman season, and then transferred to Mineral Area College for his sophomore year, which was actually the last time we saw Jaquay playing collegiate basketball. Since then, we have seen Jaquay make an appearance in the Hoopsville Pro-Am in 2021, and play in a minor basketball league known as the TBL this past season. After his last game on May 29th, 2022 in the TBL, we haven't seen Jaquay play organized basketball since. After looking at his socials and doing more research online, I couldn't find anything indicating that he is going to continue with basketball. But I did find out he has put out a lot of music recently, so maybe he has taken inspiration from...
What does music sound like? What's his name? Jaquan Adams?
So he ended up going the Teaneck career takes him. Will end up making it to the NBA. I'm certain he can find success professionally wherever his basketball career takes him. Next up is Jaquay.
Stop me. Q. Talk to me.
Knowing if we tell them, still won't dare come where we at. Can't lie, one did, but we...
I ain't let him cook. I gotta hear from the top. So far, the beat sound fire.
Ain't no love in my city, and that's a fact. So I'm just trying to put me and mines on my back. Put 223s and AMGs and bulletproof the lap. Okay. Niggas always talking like we hiding where we at.
Okay.
Knowing if we tell them, still won't dare come where we at.
Nigga, you got lawn chairs at a basketball court.
Can't lie, one did, but we gon' get you back. Spinning through the boogie with my hoodie and my strap. That's if I let him get me all the way up on my zone. Till then, I'm counting 20,000 head home.
Okay.
I'm on another level, higher up. I'm having meeting with the higher ups. Need protection, higher ups. Ain't no accuracy as high as us. One loss, and a million wins. Man, tell them niggas spin the game cause they ain't really in the gym. Better watch what you ask for. I'm watching out for the ops, but my third eye on that back door heavy. I show you love if you let me. Grind on large, but my feelings in dirty.
My boy got a flat top. Nah, I fuck with it.
Jaquay James. Jaquay was the 5'8" more fine Isaiah Washington. Isaiah was a 6'4" 4-star point guard.
I actually recognize that name, Isaiah Washington.
Who is the most popular player in Jellyfam. A guy who has one of the filthiest layup packages we have ever seen to this date. His flashy highlights and massive confidence on the court had thousands of people across the country fall in love with his game. He received a lot of major Division I offers and ended up committing to the University of Minnesota. Isaiah averaged 9 points in his first year with the Gophers, but his role with the team got much smaller in his sophomore year due to his shooting and efficiency. Minnesota was clearly a bad fit for Isaiah's final 2 years of college, so he transferred to Iona. During his junior year with the Gales, Isaiah averaged a solid 11 points and 4 assists. And to finish off his collegiate career, Isaiah decided to transfer to Long Beach State. He averaged 14, 5, and 5 in his senior year with the team, which was his best year in college by far. Isaiah ended up entering his name in the 2021 NBA draft, but sadly a team never picked him up. Since 2021, we have seen Isaiah play professionally in multiple countries overseas. Most recently in Germany for the Fraport Skyliners in the BBL, which is the country's top tier basketball league. Recently in Germany for the Fraport Skyliners in the BBL, which multiple countries overseas. Most recently in Germany for the Fraport Skyliners in the BBL, which is
I need to tap in. I need to tap in that league. I ain't gonna lie. I need to tap in for sure.
Is the country's top tier basketball league. Isaiah signed with the team just a few weeks ago and has already provided impact, averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Love to see that he is finding success professionally as we speak. If you enjoyed this Where Are They Now video, make sure to check out the one we did on 7th Woods. The 14-year
Hey brother, Strictly B-Ball, I like you. Pause. I like you. I'm subscribed. Like y'all should do to the plug channel, super on air. If y'all ever miss my stream, don't know my name, super 23 kicks _. If y'all ain't never know, you should sub. You should fuck with me.